Going back, this is ties in with the Japanese stuff as well. The Zushi Stalker. I don't know if you've heard this one.
Sushi?
Zushi with the Z. So sushi, but with the Z.
Okay.
Okay. The reason it's called that is because there's a city in Japan called Zushi. Yeah. Which is funny. I didn't know that until now. It's like really close to Tokiio. So crazy. But this is about the Zushi Stalker. Crazy case that could have been avoided pretty easily, in my opinion, just reading about it, of what happened overall. But it's just crazy as hell. And it's like terrifying almost. So I'm going to explain to y'all. So all this starts in Tokyo, Japan, 2004. Now, Rie Shibata, she was a woman, just graduated from university, and she had moved to Tokyo for work. She was a very nice person, outgoing, always smiling, always took her mental health serious. Whatever she had to do to be happy almost, whether that was eating healthy, working out, doing all these different things, mental health was a very big priority for her.
Yeah.
She later joined a badminton club where she also met a guy named Hideto Kodotsumi, but that was his name. And he worked as a teacher at a school nearby and was liked by everyone. Same thing. He was a nice, polite, kind person. Everybody liked him. Students liked him. Everybody. And they would see each other every week at this badminton club where they would, play and everything. And they would talk, get to know each other more and more. And eventually, as weeks went on, they became a couple. Early on in the relationship, everything was fine. It was all smiles, happiness. But as time went on, it started to slowly go downhill. To a point where Hideto had started spiraling down into depression pretty heavily. It started getting bad to where he even expressed committing suicide at some points as well. Rie would do whatever because, mental health was important to her. Mental and physical health was very important to her. So she would do whatever she could to try and help him. The thing about it is that Hideto wouldn't really take any advice. He'd kind of shrug it off. He'd avoid it. Like he didn't care anymore,
Yeah.
Kind of like that. And because of this went on for 2 years. And finally in 2008, Rie decided to leave him and end the relationship. But the crazy part is that he didn't like this at all. And it was a point where he got extremely angry at her. And think about it. His depression's already crazy. His mental health is going crazy.
Yeah.
And now she leaves him. So now it's like he's rock bottom, basically.
Down bad.
Yeah, pretty much. He's rock bottom. He would email her multiple times, being very aggressive and even threatening her at times. At this point, Rie felt extremely uneasy. She felt super unsafe and reported him to the police. They gave him a warning, like, hey, you got to stop. Don't contact her no more, or else you'll get into legal trouble. And because of that, they had stopped. He stopped messaging her, emailing her, all this stuff. Time went on. Rie still was scared. She was still terrified. She felt uneasy. So she went to this agency, and this agency helps women kind of like disappear in a way. Okay. So they'll help her move cities, get a new job, a new place to live.
Damn, that's
crazy. Everything, new phone number, everything.
Is this just in Japan or what?
I think so, yeah. But they have in Japan. It's pretty big there.
That's crazy.
So it's to help them like disappear in a way, in case of, someone crazy like this. So that's pretty cool for Japan. During this time, as she moved and everything, Rie met this man and they had a pretty good link between each other and eventually finally becoming a relationship. They became a couple. Things went on. Things were very smooth and good. And they actually ended up getting married as well that same year.
She met a new man, right?
Yeah, new man. And she got remarried basically. Yeah. Because she got married, she ended up taking his last name. Okay. So instead of Rie Shibata, she now became Rie Miyoshi. That's her new name. 2 more years later, relationship is fine. They're married. Things are good. Rie makes a new Facebook profile online using her full name from the past, which is Rie Shibata. Damn. And she does this because she's trying to look for a new job, but because of that, with her new name, it's not letting her connect with the people she knew before. So she did this as a way to connect with the past employers, get good recommendations, and all these different things. That's the reason she did that. Now, the crazy part, bro, is that during these years that she's been married, living a new life, Hideto has still been trying to look for her, searching her online, social medias, Google, whatever it is. Fuck. And because she changed her name again on her profile, he ended up finding her again. Yeah. This is crazy for her. He saw that she was married again with a new person, new man. He was pissed, bro. He was pissed. His mental health is still going downhill. Like, there's nothing for him. He's rock bottom right now. So he sees this and he starts sending threats again to her. And some of these threats even say, in the messages were saying, I want to kill you and your husband. And just sending that over. And because of this, she saw it. She told her husband, and they both went to the police because, you know, that's scary as hell, someone saying that to you. Police saw it, immediately acted on it. And because of these threats in Japan, you're actually allowed to arrest someone for these type of threats easily. So they find Hideto, they arrest him, they sentence him to 1 year in jail and months of probation after. During his trial in court, as he's in jail or in court, during his trial, he's taking mental notes with new information being said. Because not only does Rie is married now and all this stuff, he now, because in court, hearing his sentencing, like, hey, when you're on probation, you gotta stay away from them. The judge ends up like mentioning Rie's new name, which is Rie Miyoshi. So he takes that into account in his head, like, oh, okay, that's her new name now. So when I get out, I can search this name up again.
Well, the judge kind of has to use that name, right?
He has to, because married now. Yeah, exactly. And not only that, the judge also accidentally spills, or doesn't accidentally spill, but he has to because of the work. He spills the address where she lives at too. Because now that he's going on probation, he can't be nowhere near her. And that includes nowhere near this house. So the address is given. He says it out loud. And Hideto like takes mental note. Okay, she lives in this city now, around this area. This is her address. This is their neighborhood. During this 1 year, he's in prison. He's plotting his revenge the whole time.
Damn, bro.
Because I'm telling you, man, this man, mental health is so down bad now. He wants nothing but revenge at this point. That's all it is. So a year passes. He's now free from prison. He served his year in jail. In March 2012, he would start again with the threatening messages because now that he knows the full name and everything, he knows how to find her easily. So he's sending all these messages, these emails, threatening her. They're not as bad as before, but they're still threats, you know?
Yeah.
Because of this, Rie goes to the police again for help. This is where they decide to take action in a way to setting up cameras around her house and even sending police patrols around her neighborhood frequently. Yeah. So they'll come and check every once in a while, just make sure everything is fine. A few months go by and like nothing's happened. No sign of Hideto like stalking the house, maybe nothing. Yeah. So police are like, it's been months, you know, like this is taking money and time from us.
Yeah.
You seem safe. Everything seems fine. We're going to take down the cameras and we're going to stop the patrols. If you need help, just make sure to call us again. So no more protection anymore. She's chilling. Damn, this is when Hideto finally decides to make a move. After 6 years of stalking Rie, 6 long years, think about that, 6 long years trying to find her, stalking her, threats, everything, goes to jail, plans his revenge. He decides to make his move. And on November 6th of 2012, Hideto finds his way to Rie's home, obviously knowing where she lives now. He checks each window to see, this is happening at night. He checks each window to see if he can find a way in. He's checking every one. It's a 2-story house. And finally, one of the back windows, he finds it's open. So he opens it. He goes inside. He searches a home. It looks like nobody's home except possibly Rie and her husband, possibly. So he goes, checks every room slowly, quietly, finds the bedroom, and sees Rie is the only one inside the house. To where he then runs up to her, stabs her, attacks her. And as she's bleeding out on the ground now, he's just standing over her, watching as she's bleeding out the whole time.
Yeah.
Rie was the only one in the house at this moment. And then she ends up dying right there. She ends up passing away.
Damn.
Now, it doesn't stop there, bro. This shit is insane, bro. It doesn't stop there.
Oh.
So after this, now that she's dead, he's watched her bleed out. Hideto then goes over to the balcony on the 2nd floor of the house. He ties a rope around his neck on the balcony, jumps off the balcony, hanging himself out in public, in front of everybody, in front of the roads, everything, in front of the house.
Yeah.
He just hung there. He just offs himself right there. That was his whole revenge plan. It was to get out of jail, kill her, because if he can't have her, then she can't have anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody can have her. Kills her, then he suicides. People driving past the street, the neighborhood, they see him hanging, so obviously they call the police. Like, something's up. Police show up. They go to the house because obviously they see Hideto hung, but they don't know that about Rie is inside. And then they go inside. They say Rie, and she's obviously stabbed, bled out already, dead on the floor. Then the husband comes home, gets called. He comes home. I think he was at work during all this time. And the crazy part, bro, the compensation, let me tell you, the compensation this man got for this, because his wife got murdered in their house, he got $10,000 in return.
Damn,
that's wild, bro. Like, what?
Yeah.
How does that make sense? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm sorry about your wife being murdered. Here, the government's gonna give you 10,000. That's wild, bro.
Damn.
That's crazy as fuck.
The whole story is crazy, bro.
It is. And then, yeah, bro, that's it. That's the story of it.
Yeah.
That's the story of the Zushi Stalker known.
Bro.
Craziest case. And it could have been avoided if the police would have acted again.
Damn, bro.
Rather than just setting up cameras and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because she was getting threats again. And I'm pretty sure part of his probation.
Yeah.
I didn't read everything about the court and everything because there's a lot that goes in court. But I'm pretty sure threatening her again is like violation of your probation.
Yeah, of course.
You know? So I'm wondering why they didn't do anything. Either they were lazy or what.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, bro, that's a whole story.
Bro.
That's a whole story.
People who stalk other people and stuff.
Yeah. Ever since then, they've gone more strict for sure when it comes to stalkers.
Yeah.
Just because of this incident right here.
No, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, bro, absolutely insane.
Damn.
Because it's scary. So like that man went to jail for a year, plotted his whole revenge, got out, immediately acted on it, started planning it out. She knew where she was. The cops set up cameras, patrols, and he knew to wait it out and then finally attack after everything calmed down. Yeah. This man like played the long game, bro. 6 years of stalking.
No, that's crazy.
6 years. 5, because technically he was in jail for 1 year, but
could have been avoided if she didn't make a new profile with her old name.
Yeah, literally.
You know?
Literally could have been. Yeah. That's so crazy to think about.
That is crazy, man.
It's wild. Like, if any of y'all going through any stalking type thing, like, definitely speak up.
Bro,
because you never know when you get crazy stalker like that, you know? Because some be crazy. Yeah.
Some people are just, dang, I don't know, man. Going through it or whatever.
Yeah, value. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, that shit crazy. I was reading these, bro. Yeah. I was doing research this whole week, reading these cases and the Japanese ones. I was like, holy fuck, bro. Japan's crazy with their true crime.
Dude, I know.
Like, that shit is insane.
Some Squid Game type shit.
No. Have you watched that shit?
Season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit good as fuck. Yeah.
I watched it all like the first day, bro.
Yeah, me too. I binged that shit. Yeah. I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Pinche plot twist. Cliffhanger. Then we have to wait a fucking year now.
Well, it was like, oh no, yeah, in the fall, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like fall.
Kinda, yeah.
Almost. A little less, but.
No. Dude, that story is crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. If you ever want to look at it and shit, because there's like more details and stuff that you can look up. Like the full story. But yeah, bro, like it's so insane. 6 years of stalking, get his revenge. Did it. He got to kill her. He got to do what he wanted to do. Literally. And then killed himself right after. No worries about going to jail or anything.
Damn, bro. Yeah. When was this again?
This was
like around what?
2012.
Yeah,
2012 when he got killed. 2006.
Damn, bro.
When it all started.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
that's
bro.
fucking wild.
We were kids. Yeah. And it ended when we were in middle school.
It's crazy to think that this all happened